Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving headfirst into a topic that really touches all our lives: consistency. We all know that initial burst of motivation, right? When you start something new, learning a language, maybe picking up a skill, launching a
Yeah,
project.
that energy.
But it eventually fades, always seems to.
He does.
So, what if there was a different way? A more, maybe sustainable path to showing up, even when that energy is just gone?
That's the big question.
Our source material for this deep dive is this really wonderful personal narrative. It's called Consistency, A Path to English Fluency, told through the story of a young woman named Leah.
Yeah, great story.
And our mission today, let's try to extract those powerful, actionable nuggets of knowledge from her journey. How do you actually cultivate consistency?
It's such a common struggle, isn't it? That shift from total excitement to that familiar, heavy feeling of failure when you skip a day.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
two, then three. It happens so fast.
Oh.
And Leah's story, the one we're about to unpack, it really holds up a mirror to that whole experience.
How so?
It offers this gentle and honest way to think about your own journey. Because the core idea here is, it's pretty profound, actually.
Okay.
Being consistent doesn't mean being perfect, not at all.
Right.
It means choosing again, showing up again. And maybe the most important part, loving yourself through the process.
Okay, let's unpack Leah's experience then, because I think you're right. It mirrors so many of our own attempts. So Leah, she's 24, working in a cafe, but she has this quiet, kind of secret dream.
English fluency.
Exactly. She's picturing moving maybe Canada or the UK, having real conversations, reading books in English.
Living a different life in a way.
Yeah. And one night, something clicks. She opens her laptop, finds a YouTube channel, subscribes.
Takes that first step.
Right. And then she writes in her notebook with this, surge of determination, this time I'll be consistent.
That sentence. We've all written some version of that, haven't we?
Yeah.
And that initial engagement, it's almost intoxicating.
Right.
Leah just dove right in,
What did that look like?
watching 2 videos a day, listening to English podcasts on her commute, even thinking little thoughts in English like, I'm hungry, or that looks nice.
Small things.
Tiny things. But they made her feel proud, alive, like she was finally becoming that person she wanted to be.
That phase where enthusiasm just carries you along, it's a great start.
Absolutely vital.
Yeah.
But, like you said,
Yeah, the honeymoon phase, it rarely lasts, does it?
not usually, no.
And Leah's story takes that turn we all recognize. After just 1 week, life just kind of got in the way.
What happened?
A stressful shift at work, she caught a cold, just generally feeling tired. You know how it is.
The usual stuff.
Yeah. And she tells herself, okay, just 1 day off.
The classic line.
And that 1 day off, well, it became 2, then 3.
The slippery slope.
Exactly. The excitement just withered. The notebook stayed closed.
And it's rarely those huge obstacles that trip us up, is it? Like Leah found, it's often the small things piling up a bit of stress, feeling under the weather, simple tiredness.
Nothing major on its own.
Precisely. But enough to start that slide. And what's really crucial here, I think, is how she felt. It wasn't just, oh, I missed a few days.
Yeah.
It was deep disappointment with herself. She started believing she just wasn't the kind of person who could stick with things.
Oof, that internal voice.
That self-judgment. That's what really derails people. It creates this cycle of shame, then quitting, then more shame.
It really makes you wonder, are we making consistency harder than it needs to be?
I think we often do, yeah.
So what happened when Leah hit that wall? When she felt that disappointment?
Well, one night, she's sitting there looking at her untouched notebook, and she actually whispered it out loud. Why can't I be consistent?
Just feeling defeated.
Totally small, ashamed, ready to just give up. But then something shifted. A quiet little voice inside suggested, or maybe you've just been doing it the hard way.
Interesting, like a little moment of clarity.
Exactly. And the very next morning she woke up. Still no motivation, mind you. That hadn't magically appeared.
Right.
But she opened the notebook anyway. She reread that hopeful note from before.
This time, I'll be consistent.
Yeah. And underneath it, she wrote something new. Okay, but this time, I'll do it with kindness.
Kindness, that feels different, revolutionary almost in this context.
It really was
Yeah.
for her. And what's fascinating is how simple her new approach was, but also how effective.
She didn't make some grand new plan.
No massive overhaul, just one small practical promise. 10 minutes a day.
10 minutes.
Not because 10 minutes held some magic power, but because it felt possible.
Right.
Doable.
Okay. Manageable.
Exactly. It wasn't about intensity anymore. It was just about showing up, even briefly, even imperfectly.
So what did that look like, the 10 minutes?
She'd watch one simple video.
Yeah.
Sometimes she'd write words down, sometimes not. And the crucial part, that was okay.
Letting go of the perfectionism.
Completely. And this really illustrates that core insight from the source material. Consistency is not about intensity. It's about presence.
Presence, not intensity. Say more about that.
Well, think of intensity like a sprint, right? It's
Yeah.
exhilarating, maybe gets you results fast, but you can't keep it up forever.
Burns you out.
Totally. Presence, though, is more like a gentle, steady current. It might seem like nothing's happening day to day.
Like a dripping tap.
Exactly. It's that daily, almost invisible drip, not the sudden flood that eventually carves the stone. It's being there, imperfectly, honestly, gently.
And that completely reframes failure, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Instead of the internal monologue being, ugh, I failed again, Leah learned to say, okay, I'll begin again.
Begin again. No punishment.
No punishment, no guilt trips. Just begin again tomorrow.
That reframe sounds simple, but moving from self-judgment to self-kindness. That feels like the hardest part for many people. What's a first step?
It really is tough. I think the first step, like Leah did, is to lower the bar drastically. Make the action so tiny it feels almost silly not to do it. 5 minutes. 1 sentence.
Really small.
Yeah. And then, crucially, when you do inevitably miss a day, because you will acknowledge it factually, without the emotional baggage. Okay, didn't do it today. That happened. I can try again tomorrow.
Detaching the action from your self-worth.
Exactly. You're not a failure because you missed a day. You're just a person who missed a day, and now you get to choose again.
That makes a lot of sense. So Leah keeps this up, this kinder 10-minute approach. What happened?
Well, after about 28 days, she looked back and realized something pretty profound.
Yeah.
She'd actually studied English on 22 of those days.
Wow. Okay, not perfect. Like 28 out of 28.
Not perfect at all. But as she noted herself, it was undeniably real, consistent in its own way.
Yeah, that's more consistency than 0 days, which is where she was headed.
Precisely. And she realized she wasn't just doing studying. She was building a new version of herself.
How do you mean?
She saw herself becoming the girl who showed up again, who kept her promises in small, soft ways.
Ah, it's becoming part of her identity.
Exactly. That's the huge shift. She stopped asking, am I being consistent? And started thinking, I am consistent.
It wasn't about the perfect streak anymore.
No, not about checklists. It was about embodying that quality. Her notebook even changed.
How so?
Instead of just unrealistic plans, it held reflections, small wins, funny mistakes, like that time she accidentally asked for kitchen instead of chicken somewhere.
Been there.
Right. It shows that shift, embracing the process.
Yeah.
And this points to another core truth from the source. Consistency isn't about perfection. It's about permission.
Permission.
Permission to grow, to learn, to stumble, to change, giving yourself the grace to be messy on the journey.
Okay, so this internal shift is happening. How did it start showing up in the real world for Leah? Was there a moment?
Oh, there was definitely a moment of truth, you could say. One day at the cafe,
What happened?
a tourist came in, an Australian woman, and asked, pretty simply, do you have soy milk?
Okay.
And Leah froze. Just for a split second, that old fear probably surfaced.
Understandable.
But then, drawing on all those small, consistent efforts, she replied, steady voice, confident enough. Yes, would you like it hot or cold?
Wow. Such a simple exchange.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Easily overlooked by anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
But for Leah, it was everything.
Why everything?
Because it was the real-world proof. It was that long-held dream having a normal, confident conversation in English actually happening, made real by those 10-minute chunks.
That's powerful. Just a little conversation meaning so much.
And that small success, built on consistency, started this amazing ripple effect.
Okay.
That same night, Leah didn't just feel good about it. She felt moved to write. Not just for herself anymore.
What'd you do?
Her notebook kind of evolved. She started a blog, called it One Small Step.
Sharing her journey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sharing the honest, gentle, sometimes messy journey of trying to be consistent. The 10-minute rule, the kindness part, all of it.
And how did people react? Did anyone even read it?
They did. People really resonated with the honesty. She started getting messages.
Like what?
Things like, oh my gosh, I thought I was the only one who kept quitting. Or 10 minutes. Hey, maybe I can do that.
That feeling of me too.
Yes. And one evening, she got a message from an old classmate, Emma. Emma said Leah's blog had inspired her to finally start learning Spanish. just 5 minutes a day.
Wow, so it directly sparked action in someone else.
Yeah, it just perfectly shows how consistency does more than create personal progress. It creates hope. It can be this quiet catalyst for others.
That's a lovely thought. Hope as a byproduct of consistency.
And the ripples didn't stop there. Her own journey took another surprising turn.
Go on.
An email landed in her inbox one rainy Tuesday. Subject line: English-speaking position available, apply now.
Whoa, okay. How does she react?
Well, think about it. A year earlier, she would have deleted it instantly. No way, not good enough.
Right. Too intimidating.
But this time was different. Not because her English was suddenly perfect, it wasn't. But because she was different. She'd built trust in herself.
Through showing up.
Again and again. Those small promises kept. So she applied.
Did she mention her learning process?
She did. She was honest in her application. Said something like, I've been learning English every day, step by step. I'm not perfect, but I'm consistent. And that has changed who I am.
Bold and honest.
And it worked. 3 days later, phone rings. Call for her first proper English job interview.
Nerve-wracking, I bet.
Oh, absolutely. She said she was incredibly nervous. But in the interview, she spoke bravely, talked about just deciding to show up every day, even when it felt hard, even when she wasn't great at it yet.
How did the interviewer take that?
The interviewer's response was amazing. Just said, we need people like you.
Wow. They valued the consistency itself.
Exactly. And Leah got the job.
Incredible.
That night, her celebration wasn't big or loud. It was quiet, meaningful. Just writing her notebook, same one as always. Consistency brought me here.
That gives me chills a little bit, just that simple sentence.
Right. And that really brings us to the final part of her story, the completion of the circle. From student to, well, to guide.
How did that happen?
So, months into her new job, Leah's settling in. Still making mistakes, still pausing for words sometimes. But English is just part of her life now.
Yeah.
She's living it.
Integrated.
Yeah. Then her manager asks her for a favor. Could she help a new hire, a guy named Yusuf from Turkey, with his English? He was struggling a bit.
And Leah.
She immediately saw herself in him. His hesitations, that quiet frustration she knew so well.
Must have been a flashback.
Totally.
Yeah.
And she said to him, don't worry. I was just like you. We'll take it one small step at a time, and I promise you'll get there.
Passing on the wisdom and the kindness.
Exactly. They started having coffee just once a week, 10 minutes of English, no pressure, just talking, trying.
Her own method applied to someone else.
And every time Yusuf spoke a little bit more confidently or used a new word, Leah just felt this warmth.
Yeah.
She got it.
Seeing him grow.
Yeah. And one evening, Yusuf said to her, thank you, I honestly almost gave up. But seeing you do it, I believe I can do this too.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's the ripple effect again, but even more direct.
It's the power of witnessing someone else's consistent effort. It makes it feel possible for you too.
And for Leah, that must have felt.
Like the circle was complete. She'd started out lost, unsure. She became consistent through kindness, then confident. And finally, she was a guide. Someone gently lighting the path for someone else who was where she used to be.
It's a beautiful arc, all from 10 minutes a day.
It really shows how those small, consistent efforts ripple out. They change you, yes,
Yeah.
but they can also profoundly impact the people around you.
So for you listening, maybe you're right at the beginning of trying something new, or maybe, like Leah, you've started and stopped more times than you can even count. Leah's story, I think, offers such a tangible and really compassionate path forward.
It does. It reminds us the goal isn't some impossible standard of perfection.
Right. It's presence.
It really boils down to that simplicity, doesn't it? Maybe just 10 minutes, a little bit of courage, and that soft voice inside that says, I'm not perfect, but I'm here. And I'm trying.
Yeah.
And that really is exactly what consistency is made of.
We really believe that. Just like Leah, if you embrace that consistent, kind effort, you too will find yourself one day whispering, maybe just to yourself, consistency brought me here.